federal government continues to identify and charge Americans involved in the January 6th insurrection.
Brandon Lewis from our National Verify team explains why nobody can face domestic terrorism charges.
Nearly 600 people are facing charges for the Capitol insurrection, but not one of them is for domestic terrorism, even though FBI Director Christopher Wray used that term when testifying before Congress.
Such acts of domestic terrorism are an affront to the rule of law and have no place in our democracy.
Domestic terrorism was a leading search trend in the aftermath, so let's verify. Could demonstrators at the Capitol be charged as domestic terrorists? Our sources are the Patriot Act, the U.S. Attorney's Office, and the Congressional Research Service. Until 2001, the term domestic terrorist was only loosely defined. The Congressional Research Service notes Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh was widely considered a domestic terrorist, but he was convicted of murder, conspiracy, and using a weapon of mass destruction, not domestic terrorism. It wasn't until the aftermath of 9/11 that Congress wrote a definition of domestic terrorism into the Patriot Act. However, charging someone with terrorism requires a link to an international terrorist organization. That's because the Congressional Research Service notes the FBI refuses to declare domestic groups as terrorist organizations to avoid infringing on Americans' free speech rights. So while Wray viewed the insurrection as domestic terrorism, we can verify it's false that the demonstrators at the Capitol can be charged with domestic terrorism. Instead, they're facing charges for specific crimes like entering a restricted building, obstructing an official proceeding, and damaging property. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis. Want something verified? Email us or send us a text. For more Verify stories and to sign up for our newsletter, go to verifythis.com.